Today, I'm at one of the most popular and one of the most expensive places you can stay at Walt Disney World in their incredible overwater villas. However, I've booked myself into a cheaper room. I'm going to find out if it's really worth the hype. I'll check out the food, the pool, and even the beach.
Ta-da! This is nice. We'll show you the view in a minute. It's quite funny, when we turned up they gave us these and the first thing we thought they're going to say, that's $5. But they didn't.
No, it was
they
free.
Didn't.
Free.
Casper declined to have one.
He said no.
First thing I notice, I don't know about you, is how nice it smells in here.
Yeah.
It's really nice. The most important thing after what you see is the smell of any hotel room, I think.
I agree. If it smells good, you know it's fresh.
Yeah, or it's been cleaned well. So who's that character? Is it Mona or something?
Mona?
Yeah, so obviously Polynesian style, the whole resort is like that. I love the drawers here, look, big chunky drawers.
The decor in here is really, really good.
This little area by the sofa with the lamp is nice,
isn't it? It's really nice because sometimes you just have like a separate table and have all the gaps between, but it's nice way it blends and
Yeah, it flows, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I have to say, that's obviously a sofa bed, but theming is pretty good.
Yeah, and it looks comfy as well.
And if you think about how many people have stayed in this particular room, it's pretty good. Like, you normally expect to see some wear, and in fact the only bit of wear I've seen is just on these cushions, just here. But I mean, everything else in the room, I mean, we've stayed in a couple of Disney hotels in the past where was it where we stayed at Disneyland Paris, where it was awful, wasn't it?
Oh.
The video is on the channel.
I can't remember, but yeah, it was pretty...
What was it?
rough. Look at these cushions. They're so cute, aren't they?
Sofa test or sofa bed test. Normally sofa beds are really firm, but this is all right actually.
Quite comfy, actually.
I mean, it's quite nice because although the TV isn't there, which would have been nice, we do have a great view, which we'll show you. So we've got two twin beds, which are pretty huge, and they don't do mattress encasements here.
You know what I like about these beds? When I first walked in, my first thought was, oh, they're like camp beds, because I just saw the legs. And then when I look a bit closely, obviously they're designed to look like camp beds, but clearly not. But obviously they're going for that look, aren't they?
Yeah, it's kind of almost like a Polynesian hut, although they do have the overwater villas, which I tried to get, but they were sold out.
Oh, I bet they would have been well cool.
Yeah, and they were really expensive. Like probably 5, 6, 7 times the price of what we paid for this room.
And this wasn't cheap. I like the fact that these beds have got these two sit on at the bottom of the beds. I always think it's really nice when you get a bed with a stool at the bottom. I don't know why, but it just polishes it off really nice. Yeah, I like
You love a good ottoman though, because you can put stuff in it.
I love an ottoman, a bit of storage, you can't beat it, can you?
Great that we've got a coffee machine in the room. Branding's on point, even on the coffee. Walt Disney World Resort Blend. That'd be interesting to try.
Got a fridge.
Got a fridge.
That's very handy.
No minibar, which you would have thought actually they would put a minibar in. What an upsell. But I don't think they bother about it.
Maybe because it's like quite a child-friendly resort. Maybe they just don't need things like that.
The safe. Oh, you like those big mirrors, don't you?
We found one. Do you know what? A girl needs a long length mirror.
Extra pillows.
Space.
No posh hangers. Not in Disney. Not here anyway. Oh, look at that. How pretty. So just like the cruise ship, you've got your Disney Plus account that can be linked to this, and also hopefully Disney movies, right? And they're starting to celebrate Christmas here as well, so there is loads of Christmas movies on. The theming of the room is on the lights. I love this little tablet we've got here with the ears and the bow tie. So this is like a little Alexa.
I've never had that.
Oh, hang on.
Before.
Hey Disney.
Send a cast member.
I can help. Say guest room services, maintenance, plumbing, or luggage services.
That is
through
pretty
a list
cool.
of things you can request.
Nicely designed.
Yeah. I'm sure I booked just one double bed, but you can't complain when you've got 2 twin beds.
I really like the design of this chair, but it does feel quite old folks' home. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, take the pattern away in the middle.
leather, yeah.
Yeah, and the kind of footstool it is, but
in England.
with the upright back. But it's comfortable.
Branding's on point with the towels, a couple of flannels. I'm sure there's more towels than that. So let's talk about the beds. As always, bed bugs can be a problem in some resorts. You've obviously got to check the mattress quite well. Having 2 twin beds means more work, but as always, it's important to check. But I find it really difficult to check for bed bugs when you've got this kind of colour mattress, because when it's white, it's actually easier to see them. You know, they're orangey, darkish seed kind of looking things. Always check the seams, but there's so many folds to check. Gives me a bit of anxiety, I'm not gonna lie. That's if you have had a bad experience with bed bugs and get freaked out. But as always, we were told that they do inspections every, what was it?
30 days.
Every 30 days, which is great because they're doing something about it. But you know, with the amount of people that are coming in within those 30 days, you know, but then it's a big resort, so I guess they can't check it all the time. The cleaners always check for them, but then you've got to think about the fact that the cleaners get a very small time to clean the room. Can they really do a proper inspection? Anyway, we'll give them a check, and if we find anything, we'll let you know. Okay, let me show you the bathroom then. Nice spacious bathroom. Look at that, Disney products. I didn't know you could even get a Disney Resort shower cap, and Disney Resort mouthwash, and Disney Resort Sea Spa body lotion. Branding is on point.
That is a cool mirror.
I like the backlighting of that, it's really nice.
Yeah, I'm really liking the black taps.
It's quite narrow, rather,
I was
but
going to go 3.
But look at it though. I mean, hang on, which is the door? Oh right, I expected that to be the door. I love that shower.
That is a cool style.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that is really good for the theming. Looks old,
It does, yeah.
but not.
But it's new, yeah. Look at that, like somewhere to clean your legs.
Why have they got that little shelf there? Because they've got this shelf up here in the far side of the shower. Tim said it's where you put your legs. And I didn't know that. And all the times I've been showering, I've been going like this, trying to shave my legs and like hopping and going, oh, I can't stand straight, I'm trying. I never realised that's what I was for. I thought it was for products.
And the weirdest thing is that you don't have them in UK hotels. I haven't seen many like that in UK, have you?
No.
Only in America.
Or if I have, I've clearly thought it was a shelf.
People always say, how do you measure this? Well, I squeeze them in like this, right? So here's 2. So I reckon we can get 4 people quite easily in here.
Can we just have a demonstration what you do with your legs?
Like this.
Alright. Let's have a go. Oh, I see.
And I think you always ask about it. There it is.
I think it just goes without saying now, if you're in a hotel room of any description and they don't supply you with a hairdryer, that's an issue.
And you know, they never put it in the same spot. It's always, you've got to hunt for it, haven't you?
Yeah, you have. It's almost like find the key, isn't it?
Let's check out the view that we have. Check out the view. Now, they are doing some building work, which we knew that they were doing building work. It did say it on the website, but it is literally right next to our room. But we can see over to the Grand Floridian Hotel. I don't know whether you can see it. Just in front of us, you can see the top of the castle. So when the fireworks go off later, this should be like center spot to see them, right?
Yeah, this is a really nice view. I can't deny it. Yeah, I like this view.
But you do, like, for example, sitting out here, you might be able to see the neighbours. A couple of chairs, that's all you need really. It's a shame this isn't grass. So check-in time was 3 o'clock. It's about 3:30. So we've got around about an hour and a half actually till it gets dark, because it gets dark quite early in Florida this time of year. The resort is extremely busy, as expected. So we're going to do a walk around in the morning, just because I tried it and there was just so many people. So we'll give a full tour in the morning, but we'll get ready for tonight and grab some food. I don't know if you've been watching my videos for a while, you may notice that I'm getting a few lines around my eyes, and travelling on aircraft and all the dry air doesn't help my skin.
That's why I've been using Tiege Hanley, a skincare system designed specifically for men, and everything comes in one box. And it takes less than 2 minutes a day. You can choose from multiple systems depending on your goals. If you're just getting started, level 1 gives you the basics: face wash, exfoliating, scrub, and AM and PM moisturizers. But if you're like me and you want to fight those dark circles and wrinkles under your eyes, upgrade to the system that also includes the eye cream and super serum. That's where you really see the anti-aging benefits really kick in. What I like about it the most is how travel friendly this is. Everything's TSA compliant, easy to pack, and keeps my skin looking fresh after flights and long travel days. If you're ready to take better care of your skin and actually see results, go check out Tiege Hanley. It's simple and it's built for guys that are always on the go. Click the link below to get 40% off your first box, plus a free gift and 20% off for life. Because great skin doesn't just happen, it's something you pack with you wherever you go. Before dinner, let's go and get a drink. So apparently there is something called a light up pageant at 7:45. Was it 8:45? Somewhere over there. I feel like you're in Hawaii. Yeah. But it's just so cold.
Yeah, it's freezing.
It's been the coldest day stroke evening in Florida since 1993. You couldn't make it up, and it's when we arrive here. So you can use the app to book a table for dinner. There is a 40-minute wait in that particular restaurant that's like a buffet. So it's essential to have the app to check out your resort, the restaurant wait times, etc. So if we go to dining, okay, so these are the options we've got. Captain Cook, which is like a small little takeout restaurant. There's Chippendale. There's Kona Caf to go, Kona Island, Oasis Bar and Grill. So I think we're gonna go here. What is the wait? So the estimated wait time for this place is 30 minutes. So let's just put in our party size, 3, and let's hit continue. You're on the list. Estimated wait time is 40 minutes. So we can view the menu. You can actually order to your room and then you can just pick up food here. I mean, just look at the queues to get into some of these restaurants. Even with the app, people are looking at their phones. They're coming here 5 minutes before the app tells them to, but it's still quite a long wait. Do we have to join a virtual queue for the bar as well? That's the question.
I don't know, but there is actually a queue.
To go drinks.
To go, you go this way. If you actually want to sit in, you've got to get in this queue.
I've never queued to have a drink before.
No, that's crazy. We're queuing to spend money.
The food they do here is seafood. They do sushi, obviously American style cuisine. So we're going to go for the Ohoa.
The Owa.
The what?
Like but the Owa.
Oa, okay. So it's got dark rum, Bacardi, orange, passion fruit, guava, pineapple, grapefruit juices. Now we're only here one night, but if you were here for 2, 3, 4 nights, you would reserve everything ahead of schedule. Even when you do reserve, there is still a little bit of a wait before you actually go into the restaurant or the bar, just because how busy it is. Cheers.
Cheers. That was deceiving because it first went into your mouth sweet, so you thought it was going to be okay, and then when you swallowed it, it got the back of your throat, didn't it?
It did. Oh, the Hawaiian music has finished. Typical, we sit down and the Hawaiian music in the background has finished. He's on a break. Anybody
that has been to Disney in Florida before knows that you need to plan ahead. If you are coming here for the first time, which for me and Tim it is our first time, we're just sort of going with the flow. And obviously we like, oh, we're going to go for drinks, we're going to go for food, and it's not that easy. Everything is QQ. But if you plan ahead and you get the app and you plan, then everything runs a bit more smoothly. So the only place we could go to drink was out here without a queue. We wanted to go for this fancy drink. For safety purposes, with it being a child-friendly resort, it's all served in plastic cups, which makes the experience less exciting, but safety comes first.
Casper's off for a dance. What they're doing, they're copying the dance.
Yeah, basically. You know how usually they have entertainers and the kids copy the entertainers?
Oh, it's like one of those arcade games when you put your feet in to do the movements. I don't think Casper gets it though, bless him.
He thinks it's just a movie.
Walk-up list for Wailulu?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Did you join the walk-up list?
Yeah.
Perfect. You're going to follow this pathway here. It'll be on your left-hand side will be the entrance. Thank you very much.
I love how they say aloha.
I feel like saying to them, sorry?
It's like Hawaiian. Wow, look at that. So we're in the newest part of the Polynesian resort to come to this restaurant. Menu's pretty basic, but kind of like food you could expect. Chicken sliders, chow mein salad, fish of the day, burger, poke bowl, pork chops, all that kind of stuff. I haven't had a burger for ages.
When you're in America, you like a dirty burger.
They call it a dirty burger. A Wayfinder burger, 2 pressed patties, American cheese, onion jam, volcano sauce, served with mac salad or sweet potato fries. That does look good, Gabby.
It looks good, but I don't want the egg.
My burger looks, mind you, the beef patty looks good, but that looks like a standard burger. That looks really good. That looks, wow.
That's cooked well. That just slided right through. Did you see that?
Look at that chocolate cake. Wow. We just got back from dinner and we just looked at the bill, and yeah, the food is kind of price you'd expect. But the wine that we had, why does this keep happening? My white wine cost $20. It was a small glass of Pinot Grigio. Yours was 17.
17. It was so small, but what was so weird is we had cocktails before, and it was $15 each for a cocktail. So we were not expecting a small glass of wine to cost that much. So we were like...
That just goes to show,
Yeah.
I mean, Disney prices. I mean, just for a small glass. I mean, you imagine you're all day at the parks, the adults like, oh, I just want a nice chill out. I'll have a small glass of wine to start. And then you like look at the price of it and you're like, you have a few glasses, it's going to be very expensive, isn't it?
And when you have had a few glasses, sometimes you might be a bit like, you know. But luckily for us, we had only had a cocktail and a glass, so we were very well aware.
Anyway, we'll see you in the morning for a full tour of the resort and for breakfast. Night. Good morning. So luckily I made the reservation for this place last night. The one where all the Disney characters come out is full and I couldn't get a reservation for that yesterday. So we've come here to the Kona Cafe. So the famous breakfast here is called the Tonga Toast, right? You wait till you see this thing, it's flipping huge. It's a Polynesian inspired French toast dish, which is a thick sourdough bread stuffed with bananas, deep fried and coated in cinnamon and sugar. Think of the calories on this. I don't think I'll be able to eat all of it. Just wait till you see the size of it. It's like French toast on steroids. What are you going for?
I've got the pancakes.
And you wait till you see the pancakes. They're huge.
know,
I've seen them, yeah. One thing you notice when you come to these hotels, that they are so busy. You queue in and you're waiting a long time for your food. I think we put our breakfast order in about 25 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Coffee's gone cold.
You need half a day just to have breakfast.
Wow. It's the biggest bit of French toast. It smells amazing with the cinnamon. I know you're looking at me going, the calories that must be in this.
You like a bit of cake for breakfast, don't you, Tim?
Not a loaf of bread.
that is like a proper American pancake. Like since I've been in America, like on the cruise ship and wherever I've been, it's been really like a miniature pitiful kind of pancake. But now this is the first one that I was like expecting it to look.
So let's have a walk through the resort while it's fairly quiet this morning. And thankfully it's a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. So most of the restaurants and the cafes are upstairs, which we did see briefly last night. That's literally where our room is. They've got a beach that side, a beach that side, and a beach on the other side on the lake. The most expensive rooms are these overwater bungalows. I'll show you those. We'll go and check out the pools. Now you might be wondering why there's nobody really in the pool, and that's because it's still pretty cold. Might not look cold. A couple of slides up here, isn't there? Let me show you the beach. Aloha.
Aloha.
It's a lovely beach, isn't it? It's really nice. They've got this beach on the lakefront, but I guess the thing that's a bit concerning is when you see the danger sign for alligators and snakes.
Yeah, I freaked out, and it wasn't even so much the alligator; it was the bit that said snakes. I was like, "What?" I knew there was going to be like crocodiles or alligators, but I wasn't expecting snakes. Where are the snakes? Are they in the sand or are they in the water? What's going on?
I love the Hawaiian music playing.
Yeah, I like a resort that plays music. I think if you go to any resort and they're not playing music out loud over it, it becomes less atmospheric.
I tried to book, but they're all sold out.
They look amazing.
They are also really expensive.
Yeah,
and to be honest, if I'm going to spend the money to do an overwater villa, I would much rather do it in a place like the Maldives rather than in Florida.
Yeah,
no
like the
disrespect.
real deal. Yeah.
So one night here at Disney's Polynesian Resort, it cost me £796, but that is room only. Now obviously if you're going to be staying here for longer than a couple of days, it's probably the best thing to do is to get a package, you know, so you can get like a food and beverage package. You can get packages to go onto the park as well, but obviously we just came here to stay in this resort for one night. Last night we really wanted to get into Trader Sam's Grog Grotto because it is quite an experience in there, but we had to sit out on the terrace just because it was in such high demand we couldn't get a spot in there, and I actually tried to book it the day before. And that's one thing, if you're coming here, get the app and you need to make sure that you pre-plan. Some of these dining restaurants and bars you can't book ahead until you're actually in the vicinity. It's weird, so you can't book it in the room or book it away from the resort. You have to be near the bar or the restaurant in order to book and join the queue. Even when you're booking ahead to go into some of the restaurants, you've still got to be prepared to wait a little while. And honestly, we're here in the middle of November. The kids are at school in the UK. It is so busy. So coming here in the school holidays would be insane. I love the theming to the resort. We were just saying yesterday, it's quite funny how all the staff say aloha. They must be so used to saying that, they must like go into their local supermarkets and go aloha.
I found as well that the theme in here was absolutely beautiful. Everything is on point. everything's immaculate. It's really tidy. Hats off to the cleaning team. Everything is completely immaculate.
There's a new part to the resort as well where we ate dinner last night, which has got like a children's pool as well. We were quite lucky with the room that we got, facing onto the Disney parks, because we've got the perfect view last night of the fireworks.
Oh yeah, like
we?
that was amazing, yeah.
You can get to the parks by going to the monorail, or you can hear those boats behind us. They'll also take you for an extra free into the park.
Yeah.
I think you can walk it as well, but it's probably about like 15 minutes
So if you
walk.
fancy a little bit more exercise than the exercise you're actually going to get on the park, that is one option.
If you thought the pools were quiet, it's because the temperatures here in Florida, even though we are in shorts and t-shirts and we're slightly out of the wind, they are still pretty cool. So that's why the pools were very quiet. But actually that was quite handy for me filming the pools, because they were quite quiet. You can have breakfast with the characters as well. Mickey Mouse will come to see all the children at the tables. He didn't come into the restaurant that we were in, unfortunately. Tell us what you thought of the resort. Have you stayed here? If you're a big fan of Disney, make sure you click on the screen now to go and see us do a Disney cruise, which was incredible.